Okay.
Okay, we're going to get on with the next panel, or the panel that's going to be featured tonight after the awards is going to be a panel consisting of Dylan Lopez, Joshua Espitia, Kristen Ruggles, and Shayna Ashley. So the theme of the panel, this part of the panel tonight, is called Homebrewed, and it focuses on local poets. And we wanted to we didn't want to necessarily stick with the most absolutely traditional definition of poetry, so we also have a musical poet with us tonight as well. So, shift gears, going from the wide macroscopic mythological purview of our poetic world, and we're going to get a little bit down more into the nitty-gritty, I think, probably. So.
Fancy way of saying we're going from the good poetry.
No, we're talking, Joshua Espitia is coming up, and instead of wide sweeping portals into mythological lyrical worlds, we're going to get some laundromats and some EMT stuff, some hyper-realism is what I kind of think of. So I'm going to introduce Joshua here. He's an award-winning author of short fiction. He's a playwright, a journalist, and the former managing editor of the Windward Review. Recently, he ruined his family's Thanksgiving by coming out as a poet. That's mostly been smoothed over, but don't expect to see his parents here. You can find his political commentary, satire, and god-awful attempts at comedy in the Vint Daily on a semi-regular basis. His poetry can be found on the digital journals South Broadway Ghost Society and Spank the Car, and in the upcoming issue of Voices, Arts, and Literature Journal as well. Joshua is presently unemployed and will gladly accept any spare change, scraps of food, or health insurance you toss his way. All right, please welcome Joshua Espitia.
Giggles to the introductions aside, I'm not that funny, so I'm sorry if this disappoints you. Actually, the first three have attempts at humor, but they come out as a little sad because my life is terrible. Yeah, nothing sweeping or mythological here. I like that hyper-realism. I like that. That's good. Nitty-gritty. I go with that. All right, so this one's red. Please insert or swipe your card. Wait that breathless few seconds for approval or denial, validation of your financial well-being, your fiscal responsibility, and adulthood confirmed by your ability to buy this fancy loaf of San Francisco sourdough instead of plain white Wonder Bread for that sandwich waiting to be built in the kitchen of the efficiency you worked so hard to... Transaction declined. Oh, well. The $1.18 in loose change jingling around in your jean pocket will buy store-brand sandwich bread, and the rent isn't due until Tuesday. So there was a minute where I wanted to be in shape, and if you were here 2 years ago, you could have seen me in shape. But as time has gone by, it looks like I've eaten every podium we've had. So
round is a shape.
Round is a shape. That's right.
Okay.
That's right. I have a godlike physique. This is writing exercise. A part of me wants to write poems about motion and well-honed muscles and gentle, soft curves shaped by years of dedication and self-care, sculpted by walks, runs, and trips to the gym, mixed with hours of breathless lovemaking and hot, glistening sweat. The rest of me is already too exhausted to type. This is treadmill. You take your steps in front of me, one by one, your arms rippling or something closer to jiggling, every time your foot hits the worn conveyor belt spinning under you. Your hair, perfectly white, stays still, but your pastel blue sleeveless shirt, faded Wonder Woman fanny pack, and yoga pants that just don't fit right bounce in time to your elderly rhythm. As you trudge along for 10 minutes in an infinite loop of moving forward and managing to get nowhere fast, it reminds me that we all end up in the same place eventually. Nobody will eulogize how many miles we logged. Whataburger is open, and I've been meaning to have a patty melt. I'll take giggles. Okay. Well, I wasn't going to do this one, but I will, because you laughed at the other one, so we'll see if it works. It's called Gone Missing. Nightstand? No. Dinner table? Desk? Bookcase? Breakfast nook? No. 9 yet. Where? Chair? Are? Car? Those? Stove? Keys? Jeans on the bathroom floor? Pockets jingling? 37 cents in change and a loose belt. Sigh. Top drawer? Freezer? Fridge? Spice rack? Dish drain? Cold, dirty water in the sink? Guess again. Guess for a week. Under the couch? In the cushions? Stuck in the dog? Nope. Shit. Nightstand? Yes. Alright, I think that's about enough of the silly. I'll take myself serious for 3 and then get rowdy for 1. Does that sound good? Okay. I'm not waiting for your approval anyway. This is vacuum. I unraveled hair, long and brown, from the roller brush of a jammed vacuum cleaner. She's been gone 6 months now. Pulling those strands, dislodging them from the parts that suck so I can go on, get back to the daily grind, makes me think. We shed so many pieces of us in places past. Our old keratin strewn about, dead skin dusting hotel mattresses, or a touch of DNA on a lover's face. Maybe a memory left trapped inside a mind that said goodbye a bit too soon. Never really gone, missing all the same. I have to wonder what I've left behind that keeps anyone from getting shit done. This is proof that I can be sweet. This is Snowfall. One December morning, we awoke naked, your body pulled tight to mine, a silent blanket of white covering the back lawn. I couldn't see it through my sleep-blurred eyes. You laughed, called me blind, spread your arms wide, wrapped me up and dragged me out into it, where flakes settled on our stupid, grinning faces. 2 days later, the snow was only a melted memory. 2 months after that, you followed suit, gone from me like that brief hint of winter. I'm still happy that it snowed. Two more. This is one, and actually that one before was obviously about someone. And this one is another kind of breakup poem, I guess. But just the experience you have, one experience I had, observing things around me. This is 11:58 p.m., Our Lady of the Broken Cup. Church lets in around midnight, Sunday heading into Monday, to the bells of clanging dishes and music too loud coming from open kitchens where high dropouts laugh, yell, and sling runny eggs for masses of people dying for an opiate to soothe minds lingering on things lost and opportunities missed while they sit in red vinyl booths lighted by window sign promises that they're welcome 24/7 for the best food in town, the flickering pink neon casting cold halos around heads bowed over black coffee, praying that this time they'll get that job or win on that scratch-off ticket, or maybe tonight he won't be filthy drunk looking for love or blood or both. We'll sit down with him and everything will be like it used to. They leave their offerings in wads of ones folded around loose change for white-shirted, chain-smoking angels to carry home for the laundry. Okay, this one has quantum mechanics in it, so strap in. Third time I've read this one, so let's see if we can get it where I want it. This is Schrodinger's breakup. Forever was never an option, she said, in that eternal instant of inevitable cataclysmic fission. Schrodinger would disagree and insist that no options arise in the physical mix of we. See, forever is as always as never, as is all that lies in between, living in harmony, simultaneous in moments spanning eons, lasting blinks of eyes that never begin, nor do they end for the observer or the observed, assuming any vision is possible through eyelids in a constant state of astral flux. And her eyes, regardless of such quantum flutter, would have still lighted onto his, are lighted now. That initial contact, an impetus for bonding between cosmic beings of simple flesh, constant among stars and subatomic particles released before any Big Bang boomed in primordial heavens above, around two people that have never not existed, have never not been connected, and have always been apart from each other, a part of endless universes devoid of the uncertainty of what comes next. For them, next is now, as always is never. Will they not know the hurt of what was as it is, what is right now, alongside the joy of what was, that is the reality of an eternity, of never knowing what might have been had the right tumblers clicked, locking worlds into alignment permanently beyond theory, and letting that cat out of the bag, or box, as the case may be, once and for all, for the sake of one perfect thing that might last forever, even though she said it wouldn't, no matter what he was still saying to try to sway her.